Hey, Noelle here, bringing you a Pilates full body workout. So all you need is a mat, maybe a towel or hand weights if you want to incorporate a little bit of light hand weights. So light hand weights recommend 1s to 2s. We're going to go ahead and stand at the top of our mat. So bringing our right foot behind our left. Arms are going to be in our hug a tree position here today. Pull the abdominals in and we are coming down to our mat. Slow. Controlled, abs engaged. We're going to make a diamond position with our feet. So heels are together, toes are fist distance apart. And just kind of lower down here. Rise to come right back up. Pull the abdominals in. Take a nice inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Releasing all that air really deep from the lungs. Breathe through them. Just going down to your low point. So the next one, you're holding it here. Lift up one hand, bring it all the way back. So our hands at home base are in front of heart center. Taking a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to return hand to hand, knuckle to knuckle. Gaze is out in front, chin parallel to the floor, crown of the head reaches to the ceiling. And now from here, we're going to go ahead and just take a nice sweep with one arm, and then sweep with the other arm. Soft elbows here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Keep the elbows soft the whole time. We got one more on each. You got these. And now arms are long and straight. You're coming down bone by bone. Slow, steady control. Reach and lengthen. Arms go straight back over the head. So hard flex in the feet here, and now coming to a little abdominal curl. Reach and lengthen, look at your toes. And then taking a big breath of air back, nice big inhale, and on the exhale, cinch the waist, look at your toes. Breathe through them. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Using that breath. Last two like this. Final one, and we'll go ahead and let it go. So from here, we're going to create that diamond shape again. Elbows wide, chest is open, look for the toes. So try to keep our hips on the same plane, pelvis really quiet, like we're balancing a glass of water. Inhale, and on the exhale, you're coming into this abdominal curl, allowing those abs to shake here, and then slowly peel right back down. Look for the big toes, and then slowly coming down with that control, moving from your center. You guys got these. Just warming up the body. I'm sure you're feeling these too. They should give you a little bit of a shake when they're done right. Last one here. And then we'll go ahead and lower all the way back down. So from here, we're going to go ahead and practice a little bit of our bridging. So our first bridge today, we're going to start our footwork here. Our heels are together, toes are fist distance apart, and just slowly start to articulate through the spine, come up to the top, space between chin and chest, and then we slowly come all the way back down with that control. Bone by bone, slow, steady, controlled. And then immediately you're going to tilt the pelvis again, peel right back up, bone by bone. This time you're going to give me a few presses up at the top for 4, 3, 2. Last one, come down with that resistance. Make the back side of the body really work here. Coming all the way back down. And now we're going to separate the feet. So feet are in parallel. And we're going to slowly peel all the way back up to the top. So tilt the pelvis first. And then we'll peel up to the top. This time you're going to just lower down one hip and then the other. So lowering down one hip and then the other. One more on each. Hold up at the top. Slowly come all the way back down with that control. Bone by bone. Breathing through them. So the next one, we're going to get into the toe and the ball of the foot. So walk your feet back, heels a little bit closer to your seat. We're going to slowly tilt the pelvis, peel right back up again, and then back your foot up a little bit more on each foot up a little bit more and you're on the toe and the ball of each of your foot here. So your feet, you're up high in a releve, and now press those knees together, press them apart. Press the knees together, press them apart, gaze is up at the ceiling, treat it like you're looking at your eyelashes. The next one, keep your knees together, come down that way with control. Make the back side of the body shake here. And then go ahead and release. So our next one, we're in our wide second position. We're gonna tilt in the pelvis, peel right back up to the top. So hold up at the top, hold here, and now you're down an inch, up an inch in your slightly externally rotated feet, so not feeling this in the knees at all. Down one, up one. You got 4 more here. 3, 2. Our final one, we come all the way back down with that control. Slow and steady, so you're gonna get a lot more out of that control rather than crashing down. And now from here, we're gonna go ahead, just let those knees fan out to the side for a second, bring them right back in one more time, let them relax, and then bring them right back in. So we'll walk our feet in, we're gonna seal our toes and heels together this time. So our last bridge here, but we're sealing everything up. Push the low back to the mat, tilting the pelvis, and then we slowly peel all the way up to the top. This time we're down an inch, up an inch. This one's gonna be a little bit higher, harder to have a higher bridge. It's small, tiny movement here. Really fire up through the inner thigh. So inner thigh is very much a part of our core here. So not just our abdominals, we're working all the way around our body. Go ahead and slowly hold with resistance. Hold those knees together, toes, heels, and slowly come all the way back down. So from here, we're gonna cactus our arms, knuckles side down, and then stack our knees, let our legs go off to the side. Look in the opposite direction. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, bring the legs back into center. Slowly take them off to the other side. Look in the opposite direction. So breathing through these. And now from here, we're going to come into our Pilates 100. So lifting the first level, legs come up to soles of the feet down. We're going to look between the legs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making sure those fingertips are pressed together, no light between the fingers. Even the fingers are working here. Lift the legs up to tabletop. Try to avoid knees coming in close to the chest. So breathe through them and try to avoid those ankles lifting higher than your knees. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this doesn't feel good in your neck, you're going to put your head down and your legs down and continue to pump for level 1. Completely optional here. If you're progressing, you're going to take the legs out long and straight. You guys got these. Stay tough, stay strong. Pull those abdominals in. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got these. Hang in there. They don't last too long. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 2 more full rounds here. You got these. Take it to your full expression. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final set. Where can you go with these? Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and surrender. Hug it in. Take a nice big happy baby. Open up in the hips. Release those inner thighs. Give the body what it wants. A nice big break. Breathe through them. And now from here, we're going to go ahead and rock up to the top. So rocking up to the top, we're going to grab our hand weights again. So we're going to go ahead and keep our heels down, toes are together, roll back to a point that you can maintain this position that you're feeling in your abdominals and not your back, and you're going to open and close in those hands. Push the shoulders down away from the ears. Breathe through these for 4, 3, 2, and now from here, turn the palms downward, press one hand down, lift it right back up, press the other hand down. If you need to, you're doing this with a really tall spine, sitting up tall, working for posture instead. So really just be where you need to be. Stay in a place that works and feels okay your body. You got this. We got one more. And now palms are up here, rise up. Hands come straight up. Hold the abdominals in, press those arms down, palms up, tiny isometric circles, just sitting super tall. Super tall, high on those sit bones, really small isometric circles here. Breathe through them. And now reverse those isometric circles, circling around with that control for 4, 3, 2, and now bringing the hands down slow and controlled, letting those hand weights rest for a second here. You're gonna hold on to the back of those thighs, hinge back, and now take that arm, sweep it around, really big circles on one side. For 4, pull the abdominals in, 3, 2, use the breath, last one, and now you gotta reverse. So breathe through these for 4, 3, 2, use the breath, last one, and then we hold onto the back of the thighs, we rise up to the top, scoop in the belly, reset, restack your spine, and then start hollowing out in those abdominals, coming down to like that C curve, and now we're gonna take it off to the other side. So 4, 3, 2, last one, use your breath, and then we reverse that direction. For 4, 3, 2, final one here, hold on, hold, lift the legs to tabletop, hold up at the top, extension of the legs, and now press those heels together, press them apart while holding onto the back of your hamstrings. Scoop in the belly, pull the abdominals in deeper. You got these for 5, 4, 3, 2, final one, and now see if you can lower down just the upper body. And then once you get there, let those legs come up. Hold them straight up in the air, hold, open, take a big flex, and then point, bring them right back into center, one more like that. Big flex, out, point, bring them back in. So hug those knees into the chest, rock from side to side, quick release. And now from here, we're gonna go ahead and rock up to the top. So we're gonna take it to our sideline position. We're gonna grab our hand weight. So taking it off to our side, we're gonna work with our stacked body today. Arm is straight up in the air, and now hand comes behind the head, holding onto that weight. You're gonna lift that top leg, tiny isometric circles here. Breathe through them. You're keeping the ribs off the floor. You got these for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and reverse. Pull the abdominals in. You got these for 5, 4, 3, 2, and now hold, lift that bottom leg. It's gonna be a serious challenge being lifted like this, but you got them for 3, any amount, 2, last one, let it go. So from here, we rise to the top, take that leg out, so right leg comes back out, hands come behind the head, we're just coming into some abdominal side body crunch. So abdominal side body crunch, try to avoid changing the hips, keep the hips stacked here, breathe through these for 3 more, 2, last one, and now hands go straight over the head. So kind of making like a steeple grip, reach and rise back up. Take a big inhale and then exhale, use the abdominals, bring it back up. So only moving any amount that feels okay in your body. So just opening up that side body, last 3, last 2, final 1, and now from here we rise to the top, arm comes straight over the head, we're gonna touch down, rise back up. So touch down, rise back up. Use those abdominals, touch down, hold those abs in, rise back up. Breathe through these. You got them. Touching down, rise back up. Last 3 like this. Last 2. Final 1. Go ahead and bring it in. Hands come over the head. Walk that knee in. Hold the arms over the head. Take the other leg out. We are going to come down on the other side after. We're going to first do our high position. Hands come behind the head. We're coming into our side body crunch. Breathe through these. Open up into the side body. Working the side. So we really want to make sure we move in all directions of the spine. That's something that we make sure every workout's a full body workout here. Inhale, exhale, only lowering down as much as you can maintain, keeping the hips as minimal shifting, and of course your pelvis really stabilized. That's how we really attack those abs and Pilates. Pull up from that pelvic floor. Last one, hands go straight up, and now we're doing the same thing. We're leaning over, rise right back up. Lean into that leg, rise back up. If one of the arm positions doesn't feel right for you, feel free, just improvise, do one of the other ones. Switch your hands. You can always bring your hands to your hips, which is a great option as well. So doing what works for you. Hang tight, you got these. Last 2. Final 1, and then we come into those T's. So find your long streamline with the arms, and now you're touching down, rise back up. Touch down, pull the abdominals in, try and keep those hips as quiet as possible, and rise right back up. Abs engaged, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, moving through that side body, you got these. Breathe, reach, lengthen, don't create tension. Last 3. Last 2. Use the breath. Final 1. We rise to the top, hands over the head, walk that leg in. We have a little bit of a side mermaid. One hand comes down, the other one ear in line with bicep. Rise back up, windmill the arms. Same thing on the other side. One more time, each direction, ear in line with bicep. Sweep the arms to the other side. And then we're going to go ahead and come down for that side body lifted, side ribs off the floor. We grabbed our weight here, hand went then behind the head. And we find our best stacked body. Pull the abdominals in, and now lift that top leg, circle around. You're trying to avoid the top hip rolling forward or back. So stack body, that's where you're gonna really move from your powerhouse. Breathe through these. You got them for your last 3. Last 2. Final 1, switch that direction, stay strong. Long streamline. You got them. Last set here for 3, 2, final 1. Let it go. So just surrender here. We'll take a little bit of a stretch. Windmill from side to side. Reach and lengthen. One more. We're just going to do them in a fast-paced mermaid. And then sweep up. Take them off to the other side. Same thing. Reach and lengthen. Fast-paced mermaid. You got it. And now from here, we're going to come into a little bit of our cat-cow. So cat-cow. We're going to look for that belly button. Head up, chin up, chest up. Breathe through that. So look for that belly button. And then head up, chin up, chest up. Last one here. And then we'll find our neutral. So we're in between the two. We're not arching. We're not tucking. We got a protected spine here. And now from here, we're going to go ahead and take that. First, we'll take the left leg back here, pull those elbows into your side. We're coming into a little bit of Pilates style modified push-up, balance push-up. So moving from the center for 4, 3, 2. Last one, come to the forearms. Hold here, and now you're going to go ahead and curl. Release, curl. Maybe you can flex to curl. Point to lengthen. Flex to curl. Point to lengthen. You got it. Breathe through them. Flex to curl. Point and lengthen. And now from here, hold, you got your crossover. Cross it, lift it. Cross and lift. Breathe. It's there to help you stay strong. You're a nice long streamline. Last two. Final one. Go ahead and bring it in. Take it to that child's pose. Not forgetting that we were on the left side. We'll be moving over to the right. One more sip of air here. Rise back up. We're on all fours. And now lift the right leg. We're back in those balancing Pilates push-ups. We're pulling our elbows in, so almost feel them rub on your rib cage. That way we have our wrist, elbow, shoulder alignment. And you're gonna work the entire arm this way. Squaring the hips, maybe point to toe, get length in the leg. Breathe through them. Our final one, we hold down at the bottom. So let those elbows come down. You're in a forearm style plank. And now curl it in, curl it out. So point to toe, get length in the leg, and then hard flex, curl in. Lift. So we're still lifting through the chest. Abs are engaged. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Shoulder blades are coming closer together while collarbones are separating. So always opposing muscles working here in Pilates. You got these. The next one, hold the extension, square your hips. You got that cross, you got that lift. Hang strong. You are going to feel amazing after these. Stay there, stay with me. Breathe. Really getting that backside nice and strong the way we should be. Finding that symmetry in the body, that's our key in Pilates. Last two here. Last one, let it go, child's pose. So nice big breath. And now from here, we're gonna go ahead and float all the way down, coming into a little bit of our extension work. So our extension here today, we're gonna keep our limbs out nice and long and straight. And then we're gonna lift our forehead slightly off the floor. And now lift those hands as well. And from here, open, close. Open, close. Don't get wider than your mat. You got these. Thighs are slightly lifted, pelvis into the mat, belly button up and in, not feeling this in the low back. Last two, last one, surrender, shimmy your hips, let it go. So our next one, we're gonna go ahead and work on keeping our feet down. Hands come behind the head. Lift up in the chest. Take that hand out. Bring it right back in for 4, 3, 2, breath. Last one. Same thing on the other side. Extension, flexion. Extension, flexion. Last two. Last one. Keep the hands behind the head, surrender, let it go. Let your head go to one side, shimmy your hips from side to side. Give your body a nice big break. So we're gonna do a little variation of a more classical move brought to contemporary. So bring those hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back and down. We're gonna lift our thighs. We're gonna beat our heels 3 times. When we get to the last one, we're gonna lift up the chest, lift our hands, hold at the top, and then go ahead and lower everything down, bringing one cheek down to the mat. When you're ready, we're going to continue. So take a nice sip of air. On the exhale, rise, and we're going to beat those heels 3 times, and then we get that extension. Lower all the way back down. Same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, we're going to lift up the chest, gazes down, and now we're going to beat those heels 3 times, and then we get that extension. Go ahead and lower all the way down. Hands come by your side. Quick break. We'll take one more exercise here. So forehead comes down, rise up, hold everything up. Try and almost make it like you're clapping behind your back. So your hands are now over your glutes almost. So pressing in, thighs slightly lifted. Feel anything in the low back, let the legs relax for 4, 3, 2, let it go. Surrender. Child's pose. Release. Maybe bring the hands to prayer hand behind the back. Or behind the head, I should say. And then from here, use your core. Start letting those elbows come off the mat. Rise up this way. Use those abdominals. So from here, we're going to go ahead and cross our feet and lift up in our hips and then lower right back down. And lift up in the hips. So one ankle is on top of the other. We are going to switch eventually. Pull the abdominals in. Use your core to rise up to the top here. Last 2. Use that breath. Pull those abdominals in. Last 1. We come all the way back down. Switch. So the other ankle is now the top ankle. We're going to press those hips up and lower right back down. Press those hips up. Use your core like someone's punching you in those abdominals. So really make sure you're scooping in that belly, moving from that powerhouse. Our last one here. And go ahead and let it go. Flip the palms, full child's pose. Send those shoulder blades in opposition down your back. And now from here, press up through those palms, pedal out on the heels, and then go ahead and walk the feet in towards your hands. So hold this stretch here. Slowly come all the way back up to the top. So coming up to the top, roll the shoulders back and down. And now we're going to come into a little bit of some standing work. So we're going to grab our light hand weights if you like again. And our arms are out in front of our chest. So we're going to take a step back, come into a high knee. Step back, come into your high knee. So from here, you're stepping back, come into that high knee. Breathe through them. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead and let those hands relax for a second so we can set up for the other side. So when you're ready, bring your hands up. You're in that hug a tree-like position. The foot comes now behind. We're on the other side. Soften up in the knees, lift up. Soften, lift. If this is too much, any knee issues, don't squat down, just tap down and you'll still get that balance challenge. Breathe through them. Last 3. Last 2. Final 1, we rise. So heels are together, toes are apart. And now bring your arms out to a T and then bring them down by our side. Bring them out to your T. Bring them right down by your side. You got these. And bring them right down by your side. The next one, you're holding it up at the top. Press the heels down, lift them up. Press those heels down, lift them up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hands come down. We're going to take it to a parallel position, squat, lift. Squat, lift. So now we're adding on. We're lifting up one leg and then the other. Breathe. Sit back into that chair-like position. So work deep in those glutes. You got these. I know. This is where the work happens. This is where the change happens. You got them. Breathe. Lift that leg up from your powerhouse, not your back. You got them. Keep that chest proud. Last one. Rise up to the top. We take our feet out to our external rotation. Arms come up. We're in starfish. And now lower the hands to a T. Bring them out just to the diagonal. Lower them to your T. Just up to their diagonal. You got it. Hang in there. For 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last one. Bring it all the way down. So we're going to shake this out. We're going to take one hand in front of the other. Sweep them. The other one comes in front. The other one goes behind. So a little bit harder if you have chunkier weights. If this doesn't feel right, you're gonna ditch those weights so that you can move from your center with good intention. So never moving if it's painful, knowing the difference between pushing to your edge and pushing through pain. So that's not something we want to feel. And now hold, breathe, up one, down one, in those hands. If it's too much in the legs are going straight. You got it for 4, 3, 2, and bring those hands down by your side. Okay, so one foot is in front of the other here. Soften up in that front knee so we're in this lunge-like position. So we got a lunge. Pull those abdominals in, and now straight press back. 3, 2, 1. Rise up with the leg. Bring it right back down. 3, 2, 1. Rise to the top. 2 more times. For 3, 2, 1. Rise to the top. Bring it down. Hands come in. Shake that out. So a little bit of a curl. Lengthen out the spine for 5 more. 3, 2, final one. Walk it in. Same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, lean in for 3, 2, 1. Rise it up. Again. For 3, 2, 1. Rise it up. 2 more. For 3, 2, 1. Rise it up. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Rise it up. And now bring that foot right back down. Lean it in. Shake it out with those curls. You got these. For 4 more. 3, 2, final one. Walk the feet in. Take your spine stretch forward. Hold those hands. Just rock from side to side. Release any bit of tension you're feeling here. Hand weights go down, hands come to the mat, walk one foot back, walk the other foot back. You're gonna touch that knee all the way in to the same side elbow. Slow and controlled, your goal here, try to get your pelvis not to move. Stay strong. You got it. And then next one, hold, 5, 4, tiny pulses, 3, 2, and let go. Lift up, down dog. Same thing on the other side. Regroup for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Hold your down dog, which we call up stretch. Just pedal out the feet here. Work here. Aim for your flat back. You got these. For 3, 2, 1. Hold your heels down. So walk them until you find that position. Lift the right arm with that weight, if not without the weight, for 3, 2, 1. Same thing on the other side, so if you're taking that weight, pull those abdominals in for 3, 2, 1. Bring that weight down, take that big stretch, hold here, and now soft bend in the knees, extension, soft bend, extension. You got it for 4, 3, 2, final one, soft bend in those knees, walk it back up to your top position, roll those shoulders back and down, and now from here, we're gonna walk to the back of our mat, arms sweep over our head, abs are engaged, we're coming down with that control, walk it all the way out, and now from here, you're holding, breathe through them, you're gonna cross that leg over, take it to a side body rotation. Cross the other leg over. Take it to a side body rotation. Pull those abdominals in. We have one more on each side to see if we can get a little bit better, a little stronger on them. Same thing on the other side. So walk it back. Cross it over. And now walk it back. Hands go back. Feet go back. Hold your down dog. Walk one foot in and then the other wider than your mat. Rise up to the top, arms go straight over the head. Bend in the knees, walk it back, breathe through them. One push up. Walk it in, wide second, rise to the top. And now get deep in that squat. Step back, pull in, pull in. Rise from your powerhouse. pelvic floor. Rise to the top. Get deep down in the bottom. Step back, step back. Walk in, walk in. This time, grab those hand weights as long as they're light. Hold them up at the top. You're going to take those hands behind the head. A little bit of skull pressure. Breathe, reach, vertical neutral. Try to avoid arching or tucking. You got these. Breathe through them for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Squat it down, so get low. One arm back, one arm up. Toes are facing forward. Breathe. Get deep into those glutes. You got them for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. So feel free to rise up and then sink again. Press back. You got these. Abs engaged. Gaze is in front for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Hold, hands are in the hover, chin towards the chest. Open your hands just to your toes, bring them back in. Open your hands just to the toes, bring them right back in. Feel any strain on the neck, ditch the weights. As you know, I'm using really, really light weights. So any strain, you let them go. Always in Pilates, no props is a great option. Chin to the chest, last 2 here. Last one. Pull the hands into the chest, soften the knees, rise from here. Hold at the top, open one arm out to a T, open the other arm out to a T. So you're opening out one arm and then the other. You got these. Open all the way out. Work on shoulders staying down away from the ears. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And now bring the hand into center. Rotate, come back into center, rotate, without changing the position of your hips. So if you feel any straining, any rising of the shoulders, any pulling on your spine, low back, let those weights go. So never compromising form over what we are using. Always let it go. Scale back. And now you're up 1, down 1. Maybe you can make them a little bit bigger. You're up 3, down 3. Pull those abdominals in. Gaze is out in front. Chin is off the chest. You got these. Hang tough. Breathe through them for 3, 2, final 1. And now from here, one arm's up, one arm's down. Come back to your external rotation in your foot. And now press in with the one hand. Press in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back with the other hand. Rise up. The other hand is over the head. We rise up to the top. Pull those abdominals in. Sink to that low point. And you have your press in. Push the shoulders down away from the ears. Breathe. 3, 2. Last one. Let it go. Surrender. Arms are out in front. Shake the hips from side to side. Frame out the foot here. Bring the weights into the chest. Frame the foot. Hands are coming towards the chest. So we have our palms facing and then it's knuckles. Just like that reformer move we do or TRX move. You got it. Last one. Walk it off to the other side. Frame out that foot. Keep your hips really square. Pelvis quiet. Abs engaged. You're enjoying this big stretch in the hamstrings while you're still working. Breathe through them. Last 2 here. Final 1. Let it go. So from here, we walk it in. Our feet are parallel. Let the head hang heavy. Breathe. Soften up in the knees. Get super low. Scoop in those abdominals. You're going to see if you can balance here. Tap your hands down. Lift them right back up. Heels are off the ground. Tap your hands down, lift right back up. If you're adding on and you feel well balanced, take those hand weights. Don't go as low. Go up and down. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Heels are off the ground. Maybe toes and heels are sealed. You got them for 5, 4, 3, 2. From here, see if you can come down. Slow and controlled, coming down toe ball heel, and then your seat, legs out in extension. We're gonna sit really tall. So hard flexing the feet, you're high in those sits bones, you got punches in your tall spine. If you need to compromise somewhere, you're gonna let those knees get soft. You got that punch. Breathe, inhale, exhale. So more than anything, we wanna work for posture here. Let's work on making our spine super long as we age. Our spine, that space in between each vertebrae, starts to get smaller and smaller. So we need exercises like this to lengthen out so that doesn't happen. Keep our spine long, keep us tall, reaching through the crown of the head. You got these. Press out with one and then the other. And now from here, we're reversing it. So reversing our palms, press those elbows to your sides, reach and lengthen out in front. Of course, you can keep the legs long and straight if that's okay from you, but if you feel any strain, you're gonna soften up those knees so that you can have a tall spine instead. Last three, last two, final one. Keep the elbows glued to your side. Open, only the amount that you can keep your elbows with no light between the side of your body. You got these. Breathe, reach, press the shoulders down, open up in that chest, proud chest, bring those shoulder blades closer together. You got these. We are almost there. Coming towards the end of our workout. Stay strong for 3, 2, last one. Spine stretch covered. So maybe hold on to the heels so you can get a little bit more of stretch, or your shins, your ankles, more traditional. Just let those hands float over the foot. Enjoy that nice big stretch. And now from here, we're going to do a little rotational exercise. So arms out to a T. You're just going to rotate any amount that you don't change the position of your hips or your feet. So if you see sliding like this, you're moving through your hips. So pull those abdominals in. Just rotate any amount that you're able to not have that happen. So don't even worry if it's just 1 inch forward, 1 inch back. Wherever you are, just honor it and work for that small movement that we're getting that rotation coming from our obliques, coming from our abdominals, our powerhouse, rather than coming from our joints. And now tap the floor, pull the abdominals in, sit really tall, high on the sits bones, lift up to that shoulder height. Tap the floor, so you're coming into this V-like position, you're coming down, and then you're lifting right up to that shoulder height. Sit super tall. Breathe, reach, lengthen, get long, increase that wingspan. You got these. Last two, last one, surrender. Give your arms a little hug here. Maybe pull the legs in as well so we can get into a nice big stretch. We're going to cross that arm, push back. Let that hand come to center back. Take a big inhale, and on the exhale, release any bit of tension. And then you're going to push that hand to the center of the back and try and push on your tricep a little bit, get a little lengthening happening here. While keeping your gaze out in front. Avoid dropping your chin to the chest. And now let that hand come back behind you, reach and lengthen. So any shoulder injuries, this one might be a little painful, feel free, walk it in. Same thing on the other side. So we're going to press back, that hand comes to center back. And then walk that hand to the center back, push on that tricep here. Breathe through them. You got these, you're sitting super tall, you're using those obliques, using those abdominals. So that's really how we get a really tall, lengthening spine postures. Our powerhouse is strong to hold us up at all times, not just when we're doing Pilates. It's something that takes over for the rest of your day, and that's our goal of a good Pilates practice. And then from here, bring that hand back behind you, reach and lengthen, if that felt okay. All right, so we've got about 6 more minutes. We're gonna kill it with the abs. All right, so let's get laying down here. So we're gonna hold on to the back of our hamstrings to get there. Come all the way down, bone by bone, as slow as you can go. So we are going to work backwards. We're going to come right into crisscross first. So first level crisscross. Feel free, just be here, elbows wide, chest is open. If you can add on, we're coming into that rotation where we're getting opposite shoulder over to that knee. Otherwise, you got your push, you got your pull. Press in, press out. If you can add on, let's flex today. Put a little energy in the heel. Press out with one leg and then the other. You got your push, you got your pull. Pull those abs in. You got these. Hang tough. We got them. Summer's almost here, so press through. We got one more on each. And then from here, let the head go down. We're going to give you a nice big break with a bridge in between every single one so that you can open up and hang a little bit longer, since our series 5 sets are going to be a little bit longer today. So breathe, press those knees together, press them apart for 3, 2, last one. Come down with control, pull those abdominals in, bone by bone, articulate through the spine. And now from here, we're going to bring our hands by our sides. So our next one's lower and lift. Most modified, feel free to sit on those hands. Otherwise, hands are down by your side. Legs are straight up in the air. Bring the heels together, toes apart. You're going to lower and lift. So flex to lower, point to lift. If you feel any arching in the low back, keep it small up at the top. Stay right here. You'll still get all the benefits and work those abdominals, and you'll also get a little bit more circulation and blood flow. So feel free to stay there. You got these. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. If you can progress this one, we're going to hang down, open, close, rise back up. So kind of combining a little bit of reformer. Flex to lower, open, close, bring it right back up. You got these. We're going to try these for 3 more. Open, close, bring it right back up. Flex to lower, open, close, rise back up. Last 2 here. Open, close, rise back up. You got it. Our final one. Are you shaking? Because I am. Woo, hello abs. And hug that in. Let the feet go. This bridge, hands over the head. Pull those abdominals in. Rise up to the top. And enjoy this nice big stretch. So if this doesn't feel okay to you, bring your hands by your side. This is definitely more advanced. And now a little bit of our 1-inch range here, since we're always moving and flowing in Pilates. Last 3, last 2, final 1. Slowly come down with that control. Once you touch down, we'll bring our hands down. And now we are ready for our next one. So our next one's going to be our scissor switch today. We're going to take the right leg straight up. And now you got this switch and switch. If this doesn't feel okay to you, let the head stay down. Make it a flutter kick at the top. You can always bend in the knees, but we are aiming for our straightest leg. And our next one is our bent leg. So try and stick with this one. If you can add on, you're going to grab from behind the calf. If you like, you can do a double pulse, or you can stick with your singles. Inhale, exhale, breathe, inhale, exhale. If you're going to progress this one, we're going to bring our hands behind our head today. Maybe add on with a rotation so you can fire up those obliques one more time here. Breathe, you got them. Inhale, exhale, too much, stay right here. Hold at the top, you got these, hang tough. Always better to modify rather than come out of the move. For 3, 2, and surrender. Feet come down, lift up to that bridge. Hands are behind the head again. Breathe, and then maybe you can let those hands go out, and this time float into your T. Pull those abs in. Try to avoid looking at the camera when we're in bridge ever. Always look up at the ceiling, look at your eyelashes, keeping that chin in its proper position. And now press those knees together, press them apart for 3, 2, final 1, and lower all the way down. You guys got these. Sway those knees from side to side. And we have our final one to go here. So we're going to take it to our single leg stretch here. So bring one leg in and then the other. Inhale, exhale. Same hand comes to the ankle, inside hand, goes right to the inside of that leg. Inhale, exhale, gaze is right between the legs. Too much going on, head goes down. You got this small range up at the ceiling. You got these. Breathe. You gotta push, you gotta pull. If you can, flex, flex, point, point. It's gonna make you have to work a little bit harder. Flex, flex, point, point. Breathe. Too much going on. Breathe. You got these. Hang tough. We're almost done. This is where we finish today. You breathe. We got one more on each. And let it go. Let those legs go straight up here. Hold the back of the hamstrings. Rock up to the top. Hold your tabletop here. Pull those abdominals in. Take one leg out. Take the other leg out. Hold your open leg rocker. We're just holding. Bring those heels together. Bring them apart. Pull those abs in. Sit a little bit taller. Hold here. Breathe. Reach. Lengthen. Maybe get those hands off and then slowly let the legs come down. Arms come up. We got a forward fold. Nice big stretch. And then from here, we're going to take to a little bit of our straddle stretch, but we're going to get into a mermaid for it today. So that foot comes in, and then the hand comes in front of that knee, reach and lengthen. So breathe through these. And then the other hand comes behind the thigh. Maybe if you like, you could lift up in the hips. And then slowly come right back down, same thing on the other side. So almost like we're taking the straddle stretch, but then we sweep that leg back behind us. We're going to come into our mermaid. We can counter stretch. If you like, feel free, lift up the hips, and then slowly coming down. And we are done, guys. Awesome job. You did it. Stay tuned. If you like this one, please like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments. Give me some feedback. Thanks for tuning in today.